Hello internet friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay or LiJo, and today we're going to be talking about 3 things that we can learn from our friends, the ISFPs. There is no discontentment that can relate to that which comes from the separation of our authentic self. And I think that really embodies how I look at the ISFP and a few things that we can learn from them. So if you'd like to talk to me more about this subject or anything related to your cognitive journey, you can book a video session with me below on Snug. So here we go. All right, so first thing to learn from ISFPs is how to be unapologetic about what you want for yourself. Now, let's paint a little picture here. Let's create some contrast. So let's think of the EJ lady who really wants a piece of cake. She tells you how she really shouldn't have it, how she's gonna be going on a diet, how she's planning on losing weight. She's not gonna have a bite. She can't be tempted. But then with time and all the apology in the world, and after everyone has said, no, just have a bite. It's your special day. Then with the tribe's permission, then she finally says, okay, well I'll have a bite of cake, right? I personally don't have a lot of respect towards that way of approaching things that you just want. The honesty that comes from the ISFPs about what they want and what they like and what they want for themselves is truly beautiful. The ISFP is just so unapologetic about what they want for themselves. Right now, I want this cake, so I'll have a slice. I want a person in my life who treats me like this. I love farm animals. I want to live on a farm with a lot of animals that I get to take care of. I want to audition for this new play, and I want to practice theater more. I want to take more time to discover my interests. Unapologetic about what they want for themselves. I love this about the ISFPs, and I think it's definitely an area that all types can look to them and look to grow in that way. All right, so second thing to learn from ISFPs is that they are aware that doing things and acting in ways that are contrary to their inherent values will lead to disinterest and overall an inauthentic life. Now listen, all of us have to do things in life that we don't like, even the ISFPs and NEIP and anyone with FI first. And occasionally we may be stuck in situations where we have to do things that are not completely in line with our values, or they're just overall don't lead to what we believe is the most authentic life for ourselves. And this really isn't sustainable for anyone. However, the FI leads, they are so aware of this in their very nature. And so because of that awareness, whether they have to do something or not to, work a job or do whatever it is, they are aware that them doing something is leading them to a life that is inauthentic and unsustainable. Whereas a lot of the other types will not realize, or not realize till later down the line, that doing X, Y, or Z is really out of line with their values and what they want for their life. And then can lead to some discontentment, some harsher situations, some more growth pains overall, whereas the FI leads, the ISFPs, are often looking to correct that sooner in order to get them on the right path for a life that is more in line with their own values. All right, and the third thing that we can learn from ISFPs is how to work on the right stuff by prioritizing what you value first and then putting the work in. Now, from the cognitive perspective, the thinkers are always kind of like the workers of the cognitive space in terms of they're the ones who are churning out, they're doing, they're working through. It's very logistical, and it's not just like enjoyment-based, being-based, right? What the FI leads are doing so wonderfully first is that they're prioritizing first their likes, their values, their interests, and then they're putting the work in. So what oftentimes happens is that the thinkers, the thinking dominant types, they'll just be working on stuff, but then they'll realize later that that stuff doesn't really matter to them. They're working on stuff that they realize down the line doesn't really matter to anyone else. And that's kind of upsetting and sort of a waste of time. Many people don't realize that the chess grandmaster, Magnus Carlsen, is actually, get this, an ISFP. Yeah, I know. But what's amazing is if you listen to his interviews, he found his love for chess first, and then he put the work in. He found the thing that he loved and could double down on so much because of a value perspective. He valued this so much, this game, that then he was willing to put the work in. And then the work was effortless, right? Because he already valued what the thing was. So thinkers out there, especially, are you working on all the wrong stuff? what are some things that you could prioritize in terms of your values, your interests, other people's values, interests, and then put the work in so that you're not wasting time just spinning your wheels and just working on stuff because you can, thinking about stuff, churning out stuff, figuring stuff out just because you can. You want to be figuring out the right stuff, which ends to really, truly being an expert and a grandmaster in your own area. So that's it for this video. A few things that we can learn from the ISFPs. I know that I will definitely just turn on an ISFP sometimes on YouTube and just kind of have them playing in the background and hear them talking about stuff. It can help me just kind of tune my brain into how they're looking at the world and how they're speaking about themselves and about their own FI. Helps me support my own FI and my own SE. And I think it's a good balance to my own cognitive functions. So that's it for this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Goodbye, Internet friends.